New rankings. They're here. Finally. It always takes a while. You got to get those trades done, get everybody shuffled around, the call-ups, who doesn't qualify anymore, all this stuff. The new prospect rankings are here, and the Yankees have some changes. So, of course, these are according to MLB Pipeline. Jason Dominguez, who was obviously the number one prospect after Volpe got called up, is now number 2. So he slides down a hair. Dominguez obviously has had a really slow start this year. Really slow start for Somerset. He only played a couple of games at the end of last season for the Patriots. Struggled at the plate this year. Struggled with power, but he has played much better since July. And he's really seemed like he's figured out Double-A pitching. I imagine he's going to stay there for the remainder of the season, unless there's a lot more movement. But I don't think they're going to try and rush him to Triple-A. Dominguez is now the number 79 overall prospect in baseball. So good to see Dominguez starting to play better, but he definitely had a slow start to the season. Everson Pereira, who's been steady all year, he's now the number 3 prospect in the system, 80 overall in all of baseball. He's been playing well with Scranton Wilkes-Barre this season in his first full year at AAA, first year at all in AAA. So good to see Everson Pereira continue to develop and really jump up the rankings here. Austin Wells did fall to number 8 in the system. He was up to 2 earlier in the year, I believe. Might have been 4. My brain's melting all these guys together. Doesn't matter much. He does fall. Wells was injured to start the year. Played some rehab games, I believe, with Tampa, and then ended up jumping up to Somerset and immediately made an impact and has been playing well this season. So I think it's just the injury that kind of had him shuffle down a little bit. George Lombard Jr. is now the number 6 prospect. He has yet to make his affiliate debut. We haven't seen him just yet, so we're still waiting on him. We have seen Rock Riggio this week make his debut, by the way, with the Tampa Tarpons. We're anticipating Lombard Jr. to potentially be with them as well, so we'll see how that all shakes out. We're still waiting on George Lombard Jr. He was the first rounder the Yankees selected. The new number 1 prospect, Stacey, Spencer Jones. He's the 78th overall prospect in Major League Baseball. If you don't know Spencer Jones, big kid, massive kid, 6'7", left-handed bat, plays the outfield. And look, I think with him being the number 1 prospect in the system, that comes with some caveats. His numbers this season obviously don't jump off the page. He's batting .264, on base .333. He is slugging .449, but like the home run numbers aren't necessarily there. As of this recording, he's hit like 12 bombs in 92 games, I believe, is the official numbers for him. Overall this season, his strikeouts have been higher, his walks have been down, but that's starting to sparse out the opposite direction. So he's starting to walk more, he's starting to strike out less. So like things are going better for him. Remember, he was a first rounder last year. Like he's still gives us his first full year in professional baseball. He's coming out of Vanderbilt. It's really the projectability for this guy. He is huge. He is a big kid. If you've seen any footage of this guy, he is carbon copy, mirror image of Aaron Judge. He is a massive dude, looks just like him, built just like him, and that obviously has a lot of scouts very, very happy because, Aaron Judge. Some scouts have compared him.
No pressure, though.
No pressure. A lot of it for Spencer Jones, a lot of people have been saying about him is that he's built correctly, not just physically, but his mental capacity, the way he approaches the game, and he's built for New York is what people really like about him. So he's got good all-field power. He's got good speed. Like, it's really the projectability for him. It's really getting adjusting to professional hitting, or professional pitching rather, the everyday grind, those types of things. Like that's probably, you got to imagine, is why those numbers aren't extremely off of the page for you. But sky's the limit for a guy like this. Everyone's happy about this kid. Everybody has good things to say about him. So we'll see how he progresses. But he's now the number 1 prospect in the Yankee system, which is obviously a huge, huge honor. Some guys, Stacey, that I feel like are just not getting enough love, even considering. We've talked about this guy on 4, 5, 15 different occasions this season. Just talked about him last week on Friday's show. Drew Thorpe. Now number 5 in the system. Drew Thorpe got called up on Tuesday. He made his Double-A debut on Friday. Whatever. 8 innings. Shutout baseball. 2 hits. 9 strikeouts. Didn't walk anybody. Drew Thorpe has been pitching ridiculously. His changeup was looking really, really good. He got 6 swings and misses on that. He got 16 swinging strikes in those 8 innings of shutout baseball against the Rumble Ponies. He is unreal. And I think the Yankees, weirdly enough, might have a real diamond in the rough here. Thorpe is not a guy that, I mean, he was drafted high, but wasn't like, wasn't the first rounder and anything like that. He gave up a leadoff single on Friday, then retired 20 in a row. 20 in a row. Then he gave up a single with 2 outs in the 7th.
Wow.
Which Jason Dominguez threw that runner out at second base. So thank you, Jason. 3rd time this season that Drew Thorpe has gone 8 or more scoreless innings. He is the only pitcher in minor league baseball to do that this year. He finished that start with 147 strikeouts on the year. That's highest strikeout total in all of minor league baseball. All of minor league baseball. Just unreal. Just unreal. This guy has really taken over. He has performed basically all year. He's had a couple of games where he's given up like 5 runs in like 3 innings or whatever. He's had a couple of bad games. But overall, Thorpe's stuff has been playing incredibly. Home, road, night, day, weekend, weekday, doesn't matter. This guy is just pitching out of his mind. And speaking of guys who are pitching out of their mind, Richard Fitz just had another incredible start this week. I just wanted to throw that out there because Somerset pitching. Richard Fitz is ho-hum.
Top friend of the podcast.
Friend of the pod. Friend of the pod. Top 10 in minor league baseball in strikeouts as well.
Wow.
Just great season. And then, Stacey, there was one other thing that kind of happened this weekend that I felt was interesting. The Rail Riders, who, by the way, had a S-tier top 10 bobblehead giveaway of Oswaldo Cabrera and Oswald Peraza, office-themed. Looks great. Loved it. Great pictures with them. They did like a reveal video with them. It was the cutest thing on the planet. Loved it. But Rail Riders did something different here. They put Franchy Cordero into the leadoff spot on Friday. They also did so on Saturday. He was back in the cleanup spot on Sunday. So, whatever. But interesting. It was something they just, seems like they just kind of not spur of the moment, just kind of did. Ended up hitting 3 homers. Had 2 homers on Friday night and the homer on Saturday. So, I don't know. The Yankees still, to my brain, don't really have a leadoff hitter. I feel like it's been a revolving door all year. So I don't know if this is something to keep your eye on moving forward. But it is something that happened. Franchy Cordero did lead off, and he has not done a lot of that in Major League Baseball. He's only done it 12 times in the bigs, but he's done it like crazy in the minors, like throughout his career at all levels. So maybe something they toy with moving forward. Again, he didn't hit bat in the cleanup or leadoff spot on Sunday, so I don't know if that was just a fluke, just trying to change things around. But it clearly worked. 3 homers in 2 games in the leadoff spot. I'm curious to see if that might be something that Shelly Duncan keeps doing. Like, hey, let's keep putting you there and see if that ends up leading to the majors. So I don't know. Of course, the Yankees obviously looking for continuous sustained offense at the big league level. So especially out of that leadoff spot, I don't know. Maybe Cordero comes in as a dark horse candidate. So, hey, thanks so much for checking out Minors Monday. Here on Locked On Yankees, we do this every single Monday where we check out the top performers in the Yankees system throughout this entire season. Of course, if you're new here, we also do regular Yankees coverage Monday through Friday. Every single day, we have Yankees coverage here on Locked On Yankees. So, hit subscribe if you like content like this, and you'll always be able to hang out with Stacey and myself.